I'm so excited.
You started off because you're so excited.
I'm so excited.
You did the intro.
Welcome back to the QoRcast. This is a special episode today. And we don't have to do it right now. I think we should get through part of the episode and
I want to get it over with.
No.
We
gotta wait.
For the suspense.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta sit here and think about. There it is. Can you hold it up? Can you just hold it up to the camera? That's the hot dog water. Fresh made.
Freshly made. It is a little bit warm right now. So
yeah, I boiled it and I got like
what else did you add
a ladle? Just the hot dogs.
That's it.
Yeah, and I got a ladle
and
I just put it
in.
in.
I gotta drink the whole thing?
You gotta drink it like a good. You can't just like.
Okay, I'll drink.
It's gotta be. You don't have to drink the whole thing, but
I'll
it's
take a few sips.
It's gotta be like at least one good sip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not excited for this. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today is Thursday, January 25th. Our Lord's year 2024.
Yeah.
Our Lord. Yep. So there's a lot of news. So this episode, the main segment, we usually talk about everything else, but this one it's gonna cut to. We actually recorded an episode with the boys, the pros, the players this time. So last week we recorded
the players of what team?
Of QoR Gaming. So we recorded with the boys. So that is going to be the main segment, and because how last week we recorded, so you get to know a little bit more of the team before the qualifiers, because the qualifiers is the 31st. The 31st or so.
Or so.
No, it is the 31st.
It is the 31st.
They said the 31st.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be then. I'll be watch partying it. So I'll be live streaming it, but not all their games are gonna be played. I tried.
You mean streamed?
Yeah, streamed. I tried to ask if I could be in the Discord with them, but I'll deafen and just that one of them can stream.
Yeah.
But they said no. And I tried to ask if I could just be in the party in Valorant, and they said no because if I go to observers, I can see the other team, and they don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? It's fine. If there's a stream on of QoR, I'll watch it and I'll prioritize that. But if not, I'll just watch party the other matches, if anything. So That'll be happening on the 31st. But I mean, let's talk about the biggest news this week: Palworld.
Pokemon ripoff. Pokemon ripoff.
I actually enjoy it. I've been grinding the shit.
I know you haven't played anything else for the past week.
I don't think so. I don't remember a last game I actually genuinely I think when Valorant first came out, that was the last time I was genuinely addicted to a game. But this one, I'm I'm at work. On Monday, I went to work and I was like, fuck, I want to go home and play. I don't want to be here. So I've been heavily. I think I already clocked in out of the. It's been 5-6 days. I've clocked in already 40 hours or so.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. No,
That's a work week.
That is a work week.
Playing Palworld.
Mm-hmm.
I would go outside.
I tried, but it's too addicting. So if anybody don't know, Palworld is basically Pokemon, Rust, and Ark Survival all had a baby, and yeah. So you can basically make Pokemon, make your pals now, not Pokemon.
They're Pokemon, but they're pals.
They're called pals.
They're monsters.
Yeah, because we can't say Pokemon. We can't call them Pokemon because Nintendo might go after our throat. So they're pals.
Which one's your favorite?
I think I got one. His name is Bushi, the samurai fire guy. I don't know if you got him yet.
I don't.
Yeah, but he's been my favorite so far. I've been liking him, and it goes him, and then there's the big green teddy bear. It's something with an M, but I can ride him, and then I can shoot rocket launchers. So I ride him, and then I float in the air, and then just start hailing rocket launchers at them.
One of my favorites. It's called the Relaxaurus.
Okay.
It's a big dinosaur. And I like having him on the base because he just carries wood around, but in his mouth, and he looks so goofy. He's like, huh.
Wait, is it the T-Rex looking thing?
No, it looks like
he's blue, right?
He looks like this.
Oh, okay, I know.
He looks like this.
Yeah. Okay. I can see why. Yeah, that's a good Pokemon. Everyone is like, everyone I saw it, someone's commented on it. He looks like very special. The facial expression he makes.
He looks special.
When it's like his face, because it's literally looks so easy to draw. It looks like they just drew a dinosaur, but instead of actually
they made the most basic 3D model of a dinosaur.
You ever like give a third grader or like a second grader, it's like, hey, make a dinosaur.
Yeah, he looks like a dino nugget.
Yes, that's exactly how to describe it. He looks like a dino nugget, and that's what he looks like. But people are like, oh, he used AI. So apparently that's not true. They didn't use AI to make the game. So what they did is, actually, there was an interview. Apparently the whole team didn't know how to make video games when they first started this.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, so crazy. You know what's crazy? It was one senior developer who actually knew how to make the games. Everyone else around him didn't know how to make any games. They figured out as they got hired.
Huh.
So that's kind of crazy, because he was like, yeah, the senior developer, he was just teaching everyone how to make shit. And then everyone else was learning. And then that's how and then they were on a budget of $10,000. So this company is in Japan. So I don't know how well $10,000 is compared to Japan.
$10,000 USD is not a lot to make a video game.
Well, yeah. So they were working with nothing, little to nothing, basically. But now it's sold 7 million copies in a week. So that's close to $200 million so far they've made in a week, which is insane.
Not bad.
So, also, as of this recording, Nintendo came out and they made a comment about it. They're like, we will investigate and see if they basically summarized. They said, we'll investigate Palworld and see if they infringed anything regarding Pokemon or anything of their licensing.
See, like, I don't know how they even would, though, because it's like,
they can't.
Pokemon, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Digimon.
It was Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
But like there's like a bunch of like very similar, like Pokemon is not the original like monster capturing like franchise.
It was a lot
even if it's a show or the card game or something, it's not like the original one. Sure, it's the most popular, but I really don't see the like enough similarities between especially like from a gameplay aspect. Like it's nothing like.
Yeah.
I say it plays a lot like Breath of the Wild, like the combat plays like Breath of the Wild and Remnant from the Ashes.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It's very like the combat is almost Soulsy.
Yeah, because like the bosses, the bosses are not hard when you get like if you're kind of close to levels. The boss is not really hard. Like if you time it, like again, you played Soul-like games, so like the attacks, they're very easy to like dash away or block. All you have to do is just like the only issue is with bosses is if your pals or you can just do enough damage at times. For me, I tried to I'm level 30. I tried to fight a level 48 pal, and
you just got one shot.
I was doing like one damage, and my pal was doing like 20, and I was like, I'm too under leveled. I can't fight this guy. So I think it's like, it's again, this game is early access. They emphasize it's early access game, so there's a lot of bugs, a lot of like issues they haven't. They're adding a raid system, and they added where you can transfer accounts to like other worlds. For example, if I had to join your world, I would have to make a brand new account.
Yeah.
So it was like.
Or a profile.
Yeah, like a brand new profile, which is like, I don't want to do that. So I would have to wait until they add that so I can transfer my my levels and my pals to yours.
Mm-hmm.
So they're adding that. So it was a raid system they're adding. A PvP. I don't know how that's going to work. They're adding a PvP.
I feel like it's going to just be like a shooter and you have a Pokemon. And you have a bunch of Pokemon. Because like... It's probably going to be like whichever player dies first, you know?
But would you have to add the Pokemon also?
Well, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But it'll be like, if the player dies, they can't summon any more Pokemon, you know?
Yeah. Oh, so you think like, ooh.
It'll be a goal of focusing the player. And I guess even if they're riding on their Pokemon, they're pals.
They're pals. But no, even if they were riding their pals, the pals would take more damage. So if you're riding,
you could still get shot while you're on it. You still take damage.
Do you? I think you only take damage if your pal dies after you get hit.
Oh.
So that's how I've been experiencing it. But I've been really liking it because there's also like the breeding system. So if there's like a really rare egg or a rare pal that you can get, you can combine two pals and you can make it. Like for me, I just got Anubis. Have you went to the desert biome?
No.
So in the desert biome, there's like a level 48 pal, and his name is Anubis. He literally looks exactly like Anubis, frame for frame, like Anubis.
Yeah.
And I managed to get a breeding. And I managed to get him as an egg, but he starts level 1. But he's like one of the best pals you can get for combat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I like that system. I also find it hilarious that you can literally catch people also, and then they just become your worker.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So me and Crystal have been playing. Our base looks like a slave camp because we keep
You just keep grabbing
we
people?
keep taking the people, and they're the ones laboring around the camp. It's so fun. And just their names above their head, you'll just see like thug. And it's like we have a camp full of thugs that are like mining and chopping trees.
Because the only one I've caught was a merchant. So what I can do is I could just summon him, buy stuff because he's a merchant, and then just sell him. Because for example, it's like the fragments, the blue thing. Because I keep running out of that. That's the one thing I always run out of.
Yeah.
So I can just summon him, buy some stuff, buy some fragments, and then put him back. That's all he's useful for me.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Bro, I saw him walking around.
Give me your wares.
Dude, I just saw him walking around and I was like, a merchant? Huh. I killed his 2 bodyguards and got him and I was like, all right, you're mine now. So
Nice. You just took this poor guy right off the street.
I just stole him right off the street. So now he's mine now. But out of context, that's crazy. That's crazy out of context. But
You're
also,
lucky I'm editing.
But it's also funny because when you catch a human on the description, also says, yeah, this is kind of inhumane, but you do you, bro.
Yes.
It always says
I've
it's
seen that.
inhumane what you're doing, but you do you. And I was like, yes. And you can also catch have you done any of the tower bosses? You've done the first one, right?
Yeah.
You can catch that boss now. You can also
like
catch him.
in the arena, you can catch
Like,
it?
you know how you go inside the tower?
Yeah.
And it's like the thunder bear thing? You can catch them while Zoe is riding it.
Yeah. So do you get both of them?
You get both of like Zoe's there while riding him and they're just together.
No, we can't fit in this ball again.
So it's amazing. So yeah, this game is like surprisingly very fun, but like it's getting now I'm at a point where it's like repetitive.
It's really grindy.
lot of
like that's why I'm not like as into it as I probably could be. I don't like grinding stuff as much.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I'm like level 25 right now, so I'm not like the end game yet or anything, but I'm just like, I gotta level up. Let me go hunt people for the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know. So
because they're like it just shows like, okay, your whole point is to get materials and make your base bigger and make materials, make your base bigger, blah blah blah. That's like,
in all the new areas, you just go to new areas to do the same thing.
yeah. So that's the only downside of it. I mean, I hope they add more stuff to it where it's like events. Or I can't wait for raid bosses because that would be nice. Because I don't know, you can get a squad or just go in a random squad and just fight this one boss.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that would be nice, but it feels just. I mean, there's like I still have to unlock a few things, but it just every day now. Like now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, it's just repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's annoying and repetitive, but that's the gist of it. But yeah, no, the game is good. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10, which I'm shocked because
really
they were talking so much shit about it.
See, like, I think with with time the game will get better, but like judging it as it is now, like when I'm judging a game, I'm not gonna get it and play it and go, oh, this is not good, but it's going to get better. Like if it's fun for me right now, that's what I'm gonna judge it on. I'm not gonna lie, I'd give it like a 5
right now.
Yeah. Like in its current state, I think like once you get to level 20, of course you haven't like done everything you can, but it's like that's when I feel like it started to get more grindy, and it's just like
leveling got harder and stuff.
Like I would give it a 5. Like I have like 15 hours or something, and I'm kind of bored.
Yeah. I can see why. Yeah, again, it's at a point where I'm like, okay, I just gotta go explore more.
Maybe I'll give it a better review later down its life cycle, but in its current state right now, objectively, I think I give it like a 5.
Yeah, I just love how. I just don't care if this does well. I just hope that Nintendo looks at this and like, damn, we actually have to produce good games now.
We have to change up the Pokemon form.
We actually have to like make a good Pokemon game because Sword and Shield was all right. It was like a 6, 7.
The same game over and over again. It's not worth it to buy the new Pokemon games.
You know,
and it's criminal that they sell 2 of the same game, but the only thing is you can get different legendaries? Yeah. What the it's still a full price game. It's $60.
They've been doing it since Red.
Yeah, I know. And I'm saying it's been bullshit since then, and it's still bullshit now. Like, people who buy both games are insane. I don't care. I don't care if that offends people. You're crazy if you buy both Pokemon games.
Tell that to the 2K Madden and sports community.
They're crazy too. I don't know.
Oh, fuck yeah. But yes, Palworld has been fun. It's been good. Hope it gets better. But that's our segment on Palworld. But
I think the time has come.
I've been glancing at it. I kind of don't want to do it. I'm not gonna lie. This whole time
it's cloudy.
It is very. Let's show everyone like the difference. Like, do you guys see the difference? This is water.
That's disgusting.
Actually. Okay, so the reason, if people don't know, the reason that I'm drinking hot dog water is because we were playing one tap.
Play one tap.
It's
fun.
So we were playing one tap, and then we were like, okay, let's do a best out of 5 series. Loser has to drink hot dog water.
Loser's got to drink the hot dog
because we made a set. Because last episode we were talking about, is hot dog water a soup or tea? And then I came up, was like, let's just drink, whoever loses has to drink hot dog water. I gotta just take like a good sip, not the whole thing.
Like, it can't be like it's gotta be, you don't have to drink the whole thing. I would be I'd be surprised if you even drink half. But so it
smells bad.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to do this. Fuck.
Do you want me to get the garbage can in case you throw up?
I'm not gonna throw up, but
are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine. This is beef. This is beef hot dog.
This is beef.
You made sure.
It's not pork.
Okay.
What would you rate it out of 10?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still kind of bad.
Is it strong?
Not strong, but
because I put like 8 hot dogs in there to give it extra flavor.
It's bad, though.
Does it smell worse than it tastes? Are you gonna taste it again? Are you crazy?
Hold up.
Okay, don't throw up, please.
Yeah, no, that second one was bad. The first one wasn't as bad. Oh.
Drink some water. Drink some real water.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, that
out of 10.
That is bad. That's like a 2 or 3.
So there could be things worse than that.
Oh yeah, there's worse. But oh my god, that's bad. Thank God I go into like my restaurant to get juice just before this. I can.
Is that the mint lemonade?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
God, that is actually like that is a horrendous drink. Like I genuinely now I know why people call hot dog water as like an insult. Ugh. You got to take a sip.
No, I didn't lose the bet. Are you kidding me?
Come on, take one sip.
No, I made
small. You can be a taste. It can be like a small taste.
I know how it smells. I don't need to know how it tastes. I'm okay.
The smell is definitely worse than the taste. That's what I'll say. The smell is worse than the taste.
Great. I'm not tasting it.
Okay. Oh, but yeah. No, I'm never. Let's not do that again. Ever again. That is awful.
But okay.
Yeah.
Now we can cut to the.
This is now
the core interview.
Yeah, we're cutting to the core. So these are the players. So.
You did it the wrong way.
Same, doesn't matter. This way, that way. Who gives a shit? And today, we're here with the entire QoRcast players. The entire squad's here this time.
Not only T-Dog. We did have T-Dog here one time
This is
before.
T-Dog's second
30 episodes
appearance.
ago.
Yeah. This is T-Dog's second time, so he's a veteran.
Yeah.
And we're here to answer, because Challengers is what? As of this recording, the 20th? It's what, in a week? 2 weeks?
11 days.
Yep.
11
days.
11
Yes, sir.
days. So by the time this comes out, by the weekend, it should be, you guys will start be playing your matches and open matches. So we're going to start with some of the questions. So we'll start with some easy ones, and then we're going to get some ones where you guys are going to give your heated opinions on.
Uh-oh.
So, we'll start with something light, all right? First question, for any boys can answer out of the blue. Have you ever talked shit while in a match, and has that ended well, or has not ended well for you guys? Like type to the other team, screamed at them at LAN, anything.
Oof, man, I got a couple good instances of this. I'll actually name one because it's really easy for someone to name another. Back when I was even on this team, it was last Challengers qualifier. I joined a last-minute team with a couple of guys, and we ended up having to go up against the Nerves team, Sonics, and it was a hard-fought match. They didn't win because of it, but there was a round where they did a technical bug abuse wall bang to break a killjoy lockdown, and because of that,
Shout out Rooney.
Yep, shout out Rooney. And because of that, they won the map. And then after that, we beat them on their map pick Breeze with some insane individual moments. And then our map 3 Ascent, we were down and out, man. We were down 12-6, and there's a lot of talking going on, man. I was there were a couple words being tossed out there, disgusting. What were
Wait,
some
so
of them,
party
Michael?
chat's not activated, right? Like you guys
No,
can't
it
talk
was
to
just
the other
It was
team.
typing. It was
Just
typing.
typing.
All
Yeah.
this is all typing.
It was all typing, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Freak was another one.
Yeah, fat soda freak,
Yeah.
soda guy.
That soda freak, soda guy.
Yeah, Dr.
Typing
Pepper.
at me, all this crazy shit. Should have popped more Dr. Pepper, and then we came back, won 6 in a row, and then we won in overtime.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
five poor saps in their underwear beat the signed team in their fucking boot camp. They've been practicing.
Has an admin ever came up and was like, "Yo, you guys need to stop"?
Nah,
no.
I mean, no, I don't think that's ever happened. It wasn't too excessive to the point where it ever got to that.
Yeah, I would never tell
but-
an admin either.
Yeah, exactly.
Even
It's
the
definitely,
challenges, they don't tell you guys. Be like, "All right, guys, let's keep it clean." They don't tell you guys
Nah.
beforehand or stop you.
I mean, it's usually there's some mutual respect.
Yeah.
There's definitely some I guess banter, per se, but it never gets to that point.
Mm.
But it's never to the point where you guys have ever had actual beef with someone on the other team. When it comes
Oh
to that.
no, it is
Nah,
it is to that point for me personally, but
Oh,
Oh,
you like to
Oh,
take it to the next level?
no, I take it personal. Like it's bad.
Is there anybody
Yeah.
right now that's a pro right now that you've had beef or still with beef?
I mean, not really anybody that. This is the fun part about it for me. Is it this inner fire thing where it's sometimes I really start to think obviously I'm doing it because I want to, and I appreciate everybody who supports me and backs me. But man, there's just some days where it's maybe I'm not feeling the best, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to do this, and then I remember these scumbags, the mud under my shoes, people that I just fucking hate, and I'm I'm gonna get up for fucking them today, and I'm gonna put in 10 more fucking hours for them today. So that's kind of the way that
Jesus
I do it.
Christ.
Fueled by rage. You
Bro went to the comments of VLR and got pissed.
No, bro, no,
That's
nothing
his
crazy.
pre-workout before practice.
It's more of just competitive players, people who just talk about stuff they don't know, just baseless fucking claims. I don't really care about the casual people who just talk about it to talk about it. They're fans, they can say whatever the fuck they want. They like the game, they like watching the game. It's whatever. I don't give a shit what you think about me.
Gotcha. All right. Anybody else got any spicy questions, or everyone's pretty neutral with everyone they go against?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I was on the other side of that situation with Travis, so we were the ones typing and we lost, so it wasn't too fun. But it is the most
Unlucky.
embarrassing thing in the world whenever you do type and then you lose. It's ah, shit, all right. You gotta take a step
When
back.
you start
and
typing,
be
you're committed
embarrassed.
to it.
Oh, 100%. I don't type too often anymore, but if I'm ever gonna type in a match, probably not. Like I know I'm gonna win, like 100%. Like that's like the motive. Like I'm never gonna type if I know it's like a close one or like I think it's gonna be a close one.
And that's a narrative that people don't understand. I feel like it's like there's really enough fork on the road, and you go left or you go right. On one side, there's like these guys are annoying. They shit talk us. They don't respect us. Like they're teabagging us. They're talking shit about us. You know, we're gonna do it back. And then there's number two, where it's like people think it's like a thing where it's like haha, we're winning. It's like no, it's not that. You know, it's either personal for you because like they made it like that, or you made it like that, whatever it is, or you're trying to get in their head. So it's really important that you kind of like know who you're playing, because there are some motherfuckers who like the moment that you're like sack like hits their body when you're teabagging, like you're up like this, and they're like, all right, look, we're doing this round, and it's like they're
adjust the
like
monitor.
Really they're really locked in. They're like, oh, that's funny, and then there's other people who are like, oh fuck, let's take a timeout now. And, you know, they're trying to like stop your momentum and shit like that.
All right. So that's some good questions.
When the sack hits the body is a crazy statement.
It's like you feel that shit with your soul.
Oh my goodness.
So I gotta. So you know, everyone always talks about scrims, but is there any other way you guys improve as like a team when it comes to like not scrimming? Like, is there like minus the scrim part? Like, I know there's VOD reviews, but is there other ways you guys like do improve as a team? Maybe like through you guys five, through the coaches staff. Maybe like lineups or strats. Do you guys like ask other teams for help? Like, what does it go through when it comes to like minus scrims? Like the process of like coming up with new strats or improving.
I mean, for me personally, I think just another way to keep myself on edge is like just doing stuff outside the game. Like outside the game stuff can impact your like gameplay a lot. So just like keeping myself like in touch with like, I guess just my personal self like helps me go a far way in the game outside of scrims.
So like you have like a routine usually outside of scrims that you do like just keep your mental straight, or like before like a match, or like a scrim against like a big org or something.
I tend to just like try to drink a lot of water, try to stay focused, try to, you know, snack, maybe like eat gum during like some certain matches, or like just helps me stay focused. So some things like that, just like little things go a long way in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big asker. I feel like I do have like a good amount of like just like mutuals, or you know, just people in the scene where, you know, I'm not necessarily like trying to get the answer to something. I'm more like trying to gauge their opinion on it. I think Steel and like Vanity have been like two like huge people like in those like roles for me, where like they've been through it, you know, they've tripped and fallen, you know, they've got back up and kept going, they've like achieved like great things, and it's like, you know, I'll ask questions sometimes, I'll try to apply those things. In terms of just like getting better outside of scrimming, yes, the scrimming is just more of like, you know, like the meat and potatoes of like getting better, where there's a lot that goes outside of it that's like individual work. I think that's what like makes or breaks players, is like, you know, how much do you actually care? Will you watch back the practice? Will you, you know, watch back your own gameplay? Will you play a lot of ranked? Will you take the time to learn shit, not for yourself but for others, to bring for others to use? Yo, I saw this is OP, let's use it. Bringing setups to practice, bringing things that you want to, you know, work on or try, like all like really valuable. So not necessarily a misunderstanding, but just more of like a general concept of like, okay, the IGL and the coach are like bringing out this like catered meal where the players were sitting down, we're eating it all, and then we're like leaving and like leaving a tip. It's like, you know, not really. It's like, you know, people need to be like bringing their own stuff. It's more of a thing where like, you know, everybody has like their share of it, or you know, whatever it is.
Yeah. So like this is like a two-part question also, like the second part. So you know how like there's a lot of content creators who are like, who are known for being main these specific agents, they know how to play these separate roles. Have you guys ever asked like a certain creator, like because they're so well versed in that agent, have you ever asked them, be like, hey, how do you, like, can you give some tips on how do you play this agent? For example, like, oh, I don't know, Neon is now meta, I need to know, like, for example, I go somebody else and I'll ask them, this Neon main who's known for doing crazy stuff, for tips and tricks. Have you guys ever done that? Were you guys going to that route?
It does exist, that I know for a fact. I have a friend who worked with a Korean Neon like one trick like content creator when he was playing that role, and it like helped him like tremendously. but I haven't done it personally. I don't think anyone here has as well.
No.
You know,
No, so you.
it's tough. Like a lot of people, not a lot, but I think it is like a thing to kind of like gatekeep. I don't want to call him a content creator by any means, but I know Baby J is like really like serious about this stuff. Like he turns off his VODs to his stream during like the season. He'll turn off the VODs.
Wow.
You're not going to look at his setups. You're not going to look at his tech. You're not clipping it and using it. He has this approach where he's like, why am I like providing you stuff? Why are you messaging me for advice, and why would I tell you how to play? I'm just gonna take your job when you fail.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
like he's thinking of himself.
But right, you know, and I really respect that. Like I think that's actually pretty fucking badass. Where it's like, you know, yeah, you know, you could say it's like a little like fucked up or mean to like not help someone and like quote unquote like, you know, preying on their downfall per se, but I don't think he's doing anything actively to like harm them. You know what I mean? It's more of a thing where he's just like that vulture on the branch. He's like, all right, I'll be waiting. I'm right here. And I think that's like another like great thing for him is like, you know, that pressure, you know, when you're one of those players, it's like, are you going to crack, or, you know, are you going to like really like amp it up? Like shit, you know, like this isn't as easy as I thought. Shit isn't sweet. Like I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
So not even like look at TikToks, be like, oh, you know, made this KJ one trick, like he sets up this way. Let me try to do it in like in a scrim. Let me try to test it out or anything. You guys haven't really tried that, so all
I've
these
done that.
strats.
I've done that.
You've done that.
Oh yeah, I've done that. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about reaching out personally to these creators.
It could be reaching out or going to like a creator page and be like, okay, let me see how this guy does his
that's
work.
Very valuable. That's very valuable. I have a channel.
you
in our
so you guys
Discord
have
called TikTok Tech. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Okay.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So you guys use like a
TikTok
TikTok
stars
strat or something on matches during
Utility
matches.
specifically, yeah.
Yeah,
Strats as much utility specifically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super like weird.
Just random set util that people find like
mollies, weird shit.
Okay, and then you guys are like, let's try it out. Let's see how it is in scrims, and it works. And then it's like, oh, all right, we're gonna use it during matches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's awesome. So you guys are like, so you guys are not even on TikTok just to like vibe. You guys are like studying even while on TikTok.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of sick. All right, so this is like this is kind of like an interesting question. Also, you guys can like help me out with this. What do you guys think is like? I know like ranked is glorified and like people always shit on ranked, but what do you think is like the lowest rank you should be when it comes to being approached as a pro or wanted to be into like going into a pro? Like, do you think like there is a rank, or does it like rank really doesn't matter like some people would usually say? Anybody can answer this question. Do you have any opinions on it?
I'm gonna wait for someone before I say mine.
Yeah, I feel like you don't need a specific rank to like go pro, but like I'd say if you aren't like at a specific rank, like I'd say like my threshold would be like, man, I don't even know. I'd say like low Mortal 3 or like Radiant. Like I feel like it's hard. Like if you can't be either high Immortal 3 or like Radiant, like I don't think you're gonna be able to go pro. Like just be completely honest.
100%.
Like if you want to compete, that's different. Like if you're just starting out, you know, you want to compete, maybe like whether you're at collegiate tier 3, like you know, start out like lower ascendant, maybe in like lower immortals, like sure, go ahead. But like if you want to consider yourself a pro and you're not Radiant, then man, you're not a pro.
Yeah, it's that word. It's pro. Competing, one thing. You can compete at any level, and I have no qualms with anybody who competes at whatever level they're at. By all means, do what you want with your time. If you think you're gonna go pro, or you're trying to do it, and you can't hit top 100 Radiant, you will never be pro.
Yeah.
Never. It's not Radiant. It's not Immortal 3. It's top 100. I'm not saying that you have to like place there or end there, because there is some like I don't want to say tech, but just like kind of like a strategy behind it. You know, you just have 2 accounts and you do something called parking your account. Okay, I'm at 1,100 RR. There's a week left on the act. Am I going to play 30 games? No, because when I win, I gain 10, and when I lose 22. Yeah. So people park these accounts like in these high spots, so they like place high on the leaderboard. So again, like breaking into the top 100 is very important. You know, I don't care if you have 1 account or 3. It's just like being in that position is like really like it matters a lot. If you can't pug, that usually means you can't shoot your gun. And if you aren't shooting, and maybe you can't shoot your gun, but you're still good at pugging, like you need to be able to like solve problems, and, like present solutions. Like it really is that simple.
But I also think that like I always see like always on like my feeds like all these pros like complaining about ranked, like oh ranked is like worthless to play, like all this. But then you guys are also saying on top of that like it kind of is needed in a sense. So like we don't have like I don't know like we don't have like a Facer ESL, we don't have any of that in Valorant, or like 10-man Tarek's 10-mans was like a thing, but like I'm guessing he's not doing that anymore. Like it's just 10-mans here and there. But so what do you guys think would be like another way to like show that you're worth as a pro also? Like you could I mean I could be a Jetman and post clips all the time on my Twitter feed, but doesn't mean that like that's coachability also, because we asked Ocean this also, like we asked Ocean and Slow this like before. We asked him, was like, oh, like what is coachability? It's like who's ever really hungry and wants to listen. More like you could be like the best player in the world, but if you're like if you're arrogant and don't want to listen, it's hard for you to even be a pro or even maintain within a team. So would you guys someone like expand upon that, or see like what would your opinions on that also?
I think that people like to skip steps. And what I mean by that is you need ranked. Ranked is like, okay, you are the tadpole. Ranked is like your little like puddle, your like sheltered little corner of the pond. So it's like, as a tadpole, you're gonna swim out to the middle and just get annihilated by anything with a brain. Like no, you're just gonna kill yourself. So it's like you shouldn't do that. So you stay there in your little corner of the pond. You develop. Okay, now I can breathe. Now I can breathe air. And now I have legs. Like I'm developed. So it's like people think that they don't need to play ranked, or it's like it's not worth their time. Oh, it's too hard. It's boring. It's like no, it's the proving grounds.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you good enough? Are you good enough to play with these pros? Because that's the thing that people have like another misunderstanding of, is like, oh, these guys complain. They hate streaming. They hate playing ranked. It's because of the stooping. I'm not trying to make it seem like people are lesser than pros, but coming from a very organized, flowy, scripted environment where like there's mutual respect, like a controlled, again, like system, to this like cesspool of shit where you're getting told to kill yourself and people are calling you slurs, and like they're just doing horrible things, or picking any agent, they're doing whatever the fuck they want, they don't care. So it's like that's what makes it kind of miserable. And again, the people,
but like the ranked aspect is needed.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to learn. You have to learn how to do it. You have to network. You have to meet people. You have to not necessarily prove people that you're good, but it's like, if you don't play ranked, who are you? Where is your face? You're just a username.
So
just
all
a username
this,
to me.
all this being said, how much ranked compared to like pugs and scrims do you guys play on a, I guess, per act basis? I guess.
Definitely.
I know you guys like
per act is kind of hard, but like I'd say like by day to day, like we usually play 5 scrims a day, 6 times a week, 5-6 times a week.
Are these scrims best of ones, best of threes?
Yeah,
like, how are these
best of one, best of one. So you just play one. You play one map with the team. You set up beforehand. But yeah, I'd say like 5 scrims a day, and then I'd say like on average like 2 to 3 ranked games after. Like I'd say like that's my average.
Yeah.
I usually try to play like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
At the end of the night.
Yeah, definitely. It's totally situation based. So
Yeah.
like
Okay.
a team like us, for example, who's putting in a lot of time practice. We have a long like working man's day, per se, like hour basis. It's like, do I expect all my players to just like play till 4 a.m. ranked? Like no, they'd probably just want to like not play the game ever again. So it's a balance thing. So I'd ask you, like, if you are a free agent, or maybe you're even teamless, why on God's earth are you playing 3 ranked games a day? You should be there for 6 fucking hours. You should play 10. What else do you have going on?
Yeah.
What else do you have going on? So again, like when you have responsibilities, like actual practice, where you spend a little time beforehand, getting ready for it, you're in there. You have to meet a standard performance basis. After, you kind of like wind down. You do some demo review. We do some like, breakdown, whatever. This is what's happening tomorrow. See you then. You're kind of like sent off like a little bit where you like decompress and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, before Edmund answers this question, everyone, was Valorant the first game it went pro, or is everyone like, was there a game everyone else went pro in before?
We got a couple ex-pros here.
That's actually funny.
Damien?
So I don't know. It's probably been like 6 years ago. Maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I was pro in Fortnite for a couple of years. But
And like, how was the environment? Much like the competitive scene, was it like much different compared to like what Valorant is? Do you think it was better or worse back when you were a pro?
I mean, I'd say it's a little different. because Fortnite's kind of like a battle royale, so the scene and the competitive stuff behind that is a little different. And it's like Valorant's more team oriented. Like Fortnite, you're not like scrimming 6-7 hours a day and then doing stuff like that. It's like completely different. But I don't know. It's definitely still competitive though. But I'd say Valorant, there's more team stuff like involved.
Anybody else want any pro in any other way? So everyone here, everyone else, Valorant is the first game they went pro in.
Yeah, I was just trolling. I played like competitive CS, but I never did anything.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I think we all kind of played different games. I played some CS and I played a little bit of Fortnite. I think I had like $400 in earnings, so like I wasn't pro in it, but I think it helped build up to like where I am now.
Go.
Nate, World Cup winner.
Nate, World Cup winner.
I did win Fortnite World Cup. I don't know why you guys are laughing, but
segue into this question. I know it's gonna get a little heated. So you guys have seen the recent controversy with Leo about his tweets regarding the upcoming season in esports. So he's already getting his shit rocked in anyways on Twitter. But so I had a question for everyone. If you were the head of Valorant esports for a year, and there were some micro changes that you think you could do to improve the scene, what was it? I know T-Dog is about to go for chat for a half an hour because he's got a lot on his mind about it. So I'm gonna ask everyone else. I'm gonna leave T-Dog last to answer.
Man, someone else go first. I gotta think a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Hey, you got the start. You got us, bro.
Yeah, you got us. You wanna look at the
I feel like there's like a pretty solid middle ground. I feel like you could do he was saying like some shit about like not gonna play a lot of games, right? It's like 10 a split. And how many splits are there?
13. It was like 13 a split, and like each team's playing like 6 games a split.
Yeah. So I know like that's like really not a whole lot. So but like there's like games like CS where like people are like traveling like year round, like barely like any time home, like. So I feel like there could be at least like a little bit of a middle ground there. Like I feel like last season was pretty good. Like they played their games like throughout like the months. Maybe like there could have definitely been more games. I feel like the challenges format from last year could work really well for franchise teams. Like have that like mid-season like invitational shit. Then another split. You switch up the groups. And just make it like more interesting. Then you go into playoffs, and I don't really know how it would work with like all the master stuff. Like if there would be like separate like qualifiers, and you would get seeded based off like whatever. But I don't know, this new thing they're doing is just like I feel like it's just not good for like anybody. Like you're not playing many games. Like how's that fun? Like you play like what did you say it was like 6 BO3s total?
6 a split, yeah, or something like that. That's what that's what I saw, and because I think Ethan, he worded it perfectly. He was like Valorant esport was like 60 days long, and then but like for CS it's like you only get 60 days of break. Like the rest of that is like all year round. But would you guys think maybe that's like a little too much? Like would you guys rather prefer playing like for like 200 plus days out of the year, like consistently, and then maybe just get like being home and like relax for like maybe once or twice a month? Would you guys prefer that, or maybe like this format they're trying to present to us? Because some people would like be like, hey, I feel burnt out, or like it's just nonstop traveling. Like okay, for example, if it's within the U.S., one day we got to be in New York, the other day we got to be in like Denver, Las Vegas, like all that. Like it's just a lot. Would you guys rather prefer that, or would you guys prefer like mostly online and then like the big stuff being in LAN?
I prefer. Go ahead.
I was just saying that I think like it's preference based for different people, but I guess in my opinion, I think that's sort of like one of the advantages and the thrill of being pro is traveling and exploring and playing. I mean, that's your job. I feel like you should be excited to play. I feel like for me, like if I was in a situation where I got to travel every day, get to go to different places, get to play different matches in different places against different types of teams, I think that's like like the best. It's like the
That's
dream.
pretty
you know?
insane.
Be able to
Yeah, for
play
sure.
and go different places. I think that every pro should be excited and strive for that. But I think I can see like the backlash of like you said, like getting burnt out, or like maybe worrying that like you're not having much time with your family. But like I said, just for me personally, I think it's like more of the thrill of being able to travel and go to different places, meet different people, do different things, eat different foods, etc. Like that's like one of the advantages of being pro, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's also like different, like within the states, or like some Europeans, like they can go from country to country. It's like for them, it's like because it's like a bus, it's like a train ride away. You'll like, go to different countries. Like you'll be in Spain, then Finland, then Portugal, like all that. So it's just like because I was so see like as much as we gave him shit for it, like I understand what he's thinking, where it's like we just want to see more quality than quantity, but it's more of just like then it feels like it's more reliant because we can only have so many Tarek and Ludwig invitationals, and they only had like 4 teams, and then we have to wait for Knights monthly, and then that's all online. But do you think like Valorant should, or like Riot as a whole, should try to help and sponsor, like not organize it, but help give out more money to like third parties? Like for example, if like Faceit wanted to do more like LAN events, and like they wanted to get more involved into Valorant, would you think that they would like, do you think they should start doing that, or like what do you think Riot should do, like in a way, because they're $1 billion company at the end of the day. I don't know why it's so hard for them to organize a good esports structure, because they have League as of right now, and I don't know why. So like it's just, you can look at other games also. So it's just like, I mean, also like Ziff, he went to he had Fortnite, so like he has that he has like that knowledge of like him traveling also. So like everyone like has their own different way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there was a lot of traveling in Fortnite, especially in the beginning. I felt like I was on an airplane like every month, or like every month and a half. I was flying somewhere else.
Did you ever feel like you were burnt out,
Um,
or like felt annoyed, or like damn, like why can't we do this online?
no. Well, it's definitely a big part of like competing is LAN. So I think like at first it was like really exciting, but then it got to a point like after doing that for a year, like you kind of don't have time outside of things, especially like I don't know. I just felt like I never really had too much time to kind of do anything, but like in terms of competing and like when I like first went pro, it was like super exciting. But after like a few years, then it kind of was like, all right, this is a lot, but. I mean, I definitely think there needs to be more LANs in Valorant. There's just like not a whole lot going on. Mm-hmm. So I would say there needs to be like an increase for Valorant at least.
Okay. Anybody else got any other opinions on what you guys think? If you guys were Valorant head of esports for a year.
Yeah, editor can go ahead and put the 2x speed on me talking here, but I'll start off with this. Riot gives a stipend to franchise teams. $250,000, something like that, per year / season. So again, the $1 billion company like standpoint, how many things have we seen rise from the ashes based on sacrifice and community and just again like just a passion for esports and just fade away COVID? Mm-hmm. Like the Summit, like the fucking like the Nerd Street, like the Fragadelphia, like all this stuff is just slowly dying out. It's just they're slowly fading away. So why not extend your hand and like help this stuff out? Would it not like succeed? I don't see like the harm in it. And I'll tell you another thing: competitors want to compete. It's easy to say that you would rather have 60 days off and compete the entire year. It's much easier to say than do, obviously. But competitors want to compete. If there are fans around the world who want to watch it, the competitors should want to play. The pros should want to play. If there are people around the world who want to set it up for you to go do it, you should want to play. The funny part about this game, that will, by the way, never happen in any esport ever again for the rest of time, is the amount of money that is in this game. The amount of money that some of these sad sacks of shit get paid is it is concerning how this exists still. A 60-day season for a doctor's salary, challengers teams, doctors' salaries, losing records. How is any of it possible? It's almost like it's just this like pick a card, any card, let's see what you get. Let's see what you can see how far you can go in that poker game with it, whatever your hand is. And it's like that's kind of like what it feels like. It's almost random. And again, it's just like not it just isn't like comfortable. It's not profitable. Nothing works. So how are we still here? So like again, I just don't see the point of like hiding in this ivory tower and just pointing at all like the lowly like people. You know, welcome to franchising. You know, enjoy what you have down there. It's like, okay, what happens when we just go away and you know this tower just falls out from under you? Like,
you don't want it to turn into like the Overwatch League where like it was supposed to be this big thing and then it just like crashed down and everything.
Dude, that's the example that I go to all the time. I used to work in a kitchen a long time ago, and holy shit, we had Overwatch on TV at a bar. Overwatch. Video games next to college sports and hockey. Overwatch was up there, and it's fucking dead now.
Yeah.
So I'm not some like wise fucking 80-year-old man who's seen the world, but it's like, Jesus, I've seen some titans fall. So it's like, why are you acting like you're like invincible? And this League of Legends example, like I'm not even gonna get started on this, but I'll just say one thing: League of Legends is such a terrible game and has such a terrible community that it doesn't have voice chat. It doesn't trust its own players to communicate with each other because they know how disgusting and toxic they are. You have a ping system. You have a ping system. That's what you have. A ping system to communicate. Yeah, really competitive. Like, it's just silly, man.
But yeah, I mean, you also have to think about it. I mean, we're looking at this from like our standpoint because we're not looking what they're within the because they're in the office every single day. They know like the ins and outs of it. Because again, like for example, Masters, they have to plan the whole thing in Madrid, so they have to plan the internationals and then within it, and it's just like I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, where I'm saying that there's probably a lot of logistics and a lot of issues they have to go through. But I feel like I feel like the Valorant community kind of jumped the ship and really shit on Leo for all this. Me included, I kind of said some things, but it was more
too easy to, right? It's almost too easy. He makes it look like he doesn't actually know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a change.org now. There's a petition to get him kicked out, but
I mean, the tweet he posted in an hour or in a day had I think 5 million impressions and 100 likes.
Yeah.
Like, do you realize how bad that is, dude? Like, I didn't grab a pitchfork and a torch, but I know about 5 million people who did. So, like, figure it out, man.
Because it's also like Valorant definitely Valorant grew up in the COVID era, so like they never grew up with LAN. So it's not unlike CS or like I don't know Overwatch or like even Fortnite or something like that. Like all these games, like they were never born in the COVID era. So like they all grew up. And then you can make it into a LAN. You can go to like a local cafe and there's like a mini tournament over there you can go to. And with that also, it's like there's no. I feel like also people can say like there's also the thing about franchising. Like, would you guys also agree that franchising belongs in esports? Do you think it should always be an open bracket and it should be grassroots?
I feel like I prefer grassroots only because like what Valorant was like. Probably like a year and a half ago with like how many orgs were in the game, but at the same time like I don't know how like long term that could have been, you know, like what there were like 20 orgs, 25 orgs, like maybe like 25 signed teams. Like how insane is that? Like I don't know how long that would have lasted, but
that it was 40. It
was 40. All right, well 40 signed teams like
it was 40.
Holy shit!
And then with franchising, what it's less than 10, right?
Yeah, and then now you're talking about also tier 2, which is like a few, or some even like Turtle Troop.
Some people don't know this fact. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Who's the only signed team going in the qualifier? You're looking at them. There's no one in the qualifier who's paid to play, other than us.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, because what Turtle Troop? They're not signed. They're a free agent team.
They're in challengers.
They're already in challengers.
Oh,
there's some like you know competitors that we have who you could argue to quote unquote get paid. Maybe they get their entries paid for, or like the edits and like the graphics work. Something like that. Which is like a dope thing. But it's like that's what we're left with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like they just killed they're killing the tier 2 team. Like they don't really care about because they think that franchise is gonna get all their money.
Exactly.
So, yeah, because I mean, if you also look at it, I mean, I know this is like a little bit extreme, but like the CS major or like the stickers, like that open, like it pays like each player. It was something crazy, like each player almost got like 250,000 just by stickers alone. So like it was more an incentive because now you're seeing even more orgs like TSM is back into CS. M80 is now involved in it. I mean, EG is out of it, but there's more and more orgs getting inside of CS because they see how much financially is invested into it and how much money is coming back into it. Do you think that also like Valorant, there's not really much money back into the scene, minus like, hey, we'll give you exposure and that's it? Do you think like there's more ways that Riot could help you guys financially when it comes to like, I don't know, so like an org is like, hey, we're losing money, I don't know if we're going to keep this team for another like 4 months?
Absolutely. It goes back to the question that you asked earlier, is like, do they actually care?
Yeah.
I can think of 2 things outside my head right now: team skins and creator codes.
Yeah.
That would generate a disgusting money. And I'll tell you another thing: if you are a free agent listening to this, even if you're whoever you are listening to this, if you don't have a brand, you are failing miserably. What do you offer? What do you offer to an org who knows nothing about the game? No one on the org plays the game. No one on the admin team or the board plays the game. They don't give a shit about the game. What are your numbers like, man?
Yeah.
Like, how many people watch your stream? Can you wave a finger and get 5,000 people to buy a mouse? That's what they fucking care about, man. Like, that's how you make money in this fucking scene.
Yeah.
Like, and you're gonna be nothing without it. Yeah, there's like generational fucking talent who happen once in a while, and then everybody is just like, drooling at the fact of it and like thinks they can be it. It's like, take that route, man. I'll like your retirement post and say good luck.
Jeez.
I think with that, that's a good way to end the show. I appreciate you guys coming on. I think it's a lot Riot definitely has to do. I think with Leo, I hope he definitely changes his ways, because on hindsight, of course, it seems like there's a lot of easy ways to fix it. But I feel like Riot, this is more like this whole controversy this past week has been like a lot of pressure on Riot. I mean, will they ever listen? I hope so. I feel like they've been kind of doing a good job for the most part when it comes to listening. So I feel like they know they don't want to ever end up like the Overwatch League, because everyone always refers to that. And so I think with that, and we also have a traditional question we like to ask
we got
every
2.
single guest. We got
T-Dog has
I'm not
answered these
answering this one. You
before.
guys got this.
Okay, first question. You guys know what a bidet is?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a bidet is?
You don't know what
Nah.
a bidet is?
Come on,
Nah.
bro. Eli.
Oh,
Nah, actually, like I don't actually know. I can't like click ahead. A bidet is it like a hat or something. Sounds like a hat.
Yeah, this is a bidet right here.
That's one of the
actually
more
don't know what that
interesting
is.
answers we've got.
yeah. So bidet is another way to clean
You know
your ass,
that
basically, when
thing that
shower.
shoots water up your ass when you
Bro, yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
so dumb. There's no way. I should never heard of that.
Because me and Danny, because I have one, and Danny always makes like jokes about it before we started this. So we were like, all right, when we start this, we're gonna ask every guest this question, and we're gonna ask if they ever want one or if they would fuck with it. So far,
Yeah,
I
what
think
are
we've
the
only had
thoughts?
2. I think we only had 1 or 2 people said they wouldn't, but every single guest we've had, they said yes. So what are your
Someone
thoughts
thought it
on
was
it?
a dessert.
Yeah.
Bro, no.
Man,
I don't even
I think
know.
I definitely want to try one, like in my life for sure. That's like on the bucket list. But I think I'm gonna stick with the traditional way for now. The good
I
old
think I have
fashioned
a-
TP.
I have a little funny story. I think it was like a couple of years ago. I didn't even know what a bidet is, because I don't remember now. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think when I was younger and I went to like this fancy restaurant or something like that, and I walked into the bathroom, and like like there's those buttons on the side. I think like the buttons like that you can like. I don't know if that's exactly what a bidet is, but like those buttons where it like squirts up or like this and that. I was in the toilet and I thought it was like playing a game. Like I think I'm like like 12, so I think it's like playing a game. So I'm hitting like A B. I'm like, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like screaming. I like scream. So I just didn't know what was happening. I'm like, what am I feeling?
Bro.
And then like I went back with like the most traumatized like face and like ever. So I
Oh
just
my
like
god.
I didn't know what's
Jesus.
happening, bro. She was lost. Thought it was a
That's
video
the best
game.
answer we got. Oh my
That's the
god.
that's the first bidet story we've had, I think.
Oh my god.
I
That's
just thought about
amazing.
that. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I was a very interesting kid.
Okay. Then you can ask the second one.
Are you guys familiar with boba tea or bubble tea?
Boba tea. You cut
Oh. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your
boba.
go-to boba tea order?
Order.
I just get a Thai milk tea with the tapioca balls.
For the basic, that for the basic.
Balls.
Brown sugar milk tea, white boy special.
Yeah, that's pretty fire. I think the one I get from my place is like an Oreo brulee milk tea or something like that. So it's a little different, but you know, I'm a person who likes stuff on the sweeter end. So I like to get like sweet stuff like Oreo, like matcha. I love matcha, so like maybe something like matcha in it. So yeah, that's kind of my good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have a go-to. I'm not like a huge boba tea guy, but I guess I'll just say matcha because my girlfriend always gets matcha. She's obsessed. So
Okay.
matcha.
That's a good option. That's a good option.
Yeah.
All right, Ziff.
Never had boba tea, and I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
Unfortunately. Like the boomer, this
Ain't no way.
I've seen it before though, like all the little balls in your drink.
Yeah.
But, like, I heard something like that people were like swallowing them. Are you supposed to eat them? I don't really know. I saw something that says like they like get it in your stomach and they just sit there. So I was like,
What?
I don't know.
They put them in your drink and then you drink it and spit it out. You're not supposed to eat them.
Yeah.
It's like sunflower seed.
You know, like from Plants vs Zombies. Like that's what you're supposed to do with it. You're supposed to shoot it out like as random.
Yeah. Fun fact: my girlfriend's actually a boba barista, so like she shows like all these cool drinks that she like makes and everything. Like some like crazy. Like I really like some s'mores drink for like Christmas. It looks so good. It was some crazy shit, but like I understand a lot of the drinks because she just shows me all of them. So.
All right. Appreciate you guys again. Thank you guys for so much for coming on. If you guys are, we're gonna put all your like Twitter handles, everything in below. If you have anything else you guys want to announce, you guys want to say to the fans are gonna be listening to this.
Hope you enjoy watching us in the qualifier, and we're gonna give you a couple good, however long they season is, 6 months, something like that, 5 months in the league. So get right or get left out, because I've been keeping track of who's here and who's not.
Yeah.
Nice.
Agreed.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for everyone for listening. Also, Challengers is going to be on the 29th of January. So
31st.
31st.
Yeah.
31st of January. So make sure to keep up with QoR. We're going to be everything will be on socials. Make sure to follow these guys. And thank you guys for watching.
Appreciate it, man.
Right. Peace.
Peace.
We're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that wonderful interview. But
I have some VLR things that I found because we haven't done the segment in a minute, and I thought it would be funny. I only found 2, but one of them not about Valorant, of course, because why would you post things about Valorant on VLR?
yeah, weird.
This one's called American Football.
Okay.
Greatest sport on the planet. I'm so glad Taylor Swift is getting a new audience into it.
There's no way someone said that it's the greatest sport because Taylor Swift is on it.
Yep. And then the next comment is that the one LeBron James plays in? God bless America. And then the next couple of comments are literally the national anthem of the US.
Okay, love that.
And that's it. That's it for that one, of the good ones.
Because I know she's dating Travis Kelce, the tight end for the Chiefs. And this Sunday, I know that TikTok has been blowing up. This Sunday, they are going against the Baltimore Ravens. I don't watch American football, but because of this is blowing up, I decided to do my research.
Mm-hmm.
So Kansas City is going against the Baltimore Ravens on the AFC finals, NFC, I don't know, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going, and then the quarterback, Lamar Jackson. So they're calling him Thanos because they want him to end, because they don't, so many almost all football fans don't want Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl because they hate her.
Yeah.
They said she kind of like,
as they should.
Yeah.
Don't care. I don't care.
Yeah,
if you want to give me hate for that comment,
yeah, fuck
you.
Taylor Swift. They all want. I've been seeing so many edits of him just being like, "Please save us! You are literally our last hope." If he doesn't, everyone's like, if the Kansas City makes the Super Bowl, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Basically,
really,
they said
so
they will
funny.
not watch because Taylor Swift is there.
Have you seen the Meat Canyon cartoon?
Oh my
with
God.
Taylor Swift?
You know he went on break now because of that too.
It's not because of that.
Wasn't it not because of that?
No, that was like his last one before he went on break, but that wasn't. He said he just didn't want to do the parodies and he wanted to make like original stuff. That was his. But okay, ready for the next one, and I think you'll be able to associate with this one pretty good. Okay. Is gooning really worth it?
Are you an edger or are you a gooner?
The comment is, after my 5th gooning session today, I got a little sad, which is uncommon during gooning. Fellow gooners, do I keep on the goon path? And then these comments are so funny. The medical benefits say that the goon path is the right one. So the next person says seek help.
Seek help.
Gooner community is so real. Brings a real tear to my gangster eyes. Like, keep gooning and like just like encouraging him.
I love how he says medical reason. He brought the medical just to make it sound more sophisticated.
I have to make a TikTok about, I was playing Tarkov the other day, and I was doing a scav run, and there's this guy, and I just went up to him and I go, yo, dude, are you an edger or are you a gooner? And honestly, I guess now I know what it means, but when I asked it, I didn't really understand it. I just kept seeing it around.
Yeah.
And this guy goes, you know, I like to edge on the weekends and I like to goon out during the week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
He's got a schedule.
I'm like, what does that even mean?
My favorite thing is the whiplash meme, where he's like, the guy goes up to the guy, he's like, are you an edger or are you a gooner?
And he slaps him in the face.
He's like, do the dumb, bum 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 bum. Were you edging or were you gooning?
Yeah.
And that is like one of the best memes that come out of that.
I don't know where this thing started. It's so like, maybe we should add a new segment onto this, and it's like meme review or meme origins.
Meme origins. I think someone already does that, low key. I think I've seen a TikTok or someone have done that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck, because I know like why, like, I guess.
I think it's funny, but I don't know like where it, like, I feel like out of nowhere. It just
I don't know
popped
if it's actually healthy to like edge that hard though. You know what I mean?
Why did you say that?
What do you mean? People like,
why did you say that?
People's genuinely like edge, so I don't know if there's like a medical benefit to it.
I think we should move to the next topic.
The next topic is core news. So the end of the core. Core news of the week. There's nothing.
Why are you hitting me? Don't do that again.
Core news of the week.
Get your grimy hot dog water hands off it.
I used my right hand with the drink. Okay, it wasn't my left hand.
Yeah. Okay.
So core news of the week. The only thing coming on this week is the boys are playing on the 31st in the open qualifier. Make sure to.
You say it like it's a small thing. This is a big thing.
Yeah, because we're gonna pass through it. Come on, it's easy for us. It's easy for them.
Okay.
This open qualifier is gonna be easy. That's why. So make sure to support the boys in the open qualifier, January 31st. That's when they play. So make sure to support them. They have to go through. So for people who don't understand the bracket, because I have to explain Danny to this, so I'm gonna explain to everyone how it works. If it's how last year is, this is how it's gonna work. The first day they're playing on the round of 128. And the round of 68. That's the first 2 rounds. Next day, you're playing on the round of 32, and you're playing on the round of 16. Okay, that's second. Third day is where the qualification. You play in the round of 8, and top 4. So there's the upper winners, and there's the lower bracket. So there's like a big bracket of top 8 or top 16. The top 2 is the upper bracket of 2, and the lower bracket of 2. If you guys win, those 2, they qualify to the closed. And then the closed is where you rack up points to see if you make it to the international, where the ascension is. And then in the end of it, there's the international where Brazil, South America, and North America all play in a playoff tournament bracket, a round robin, I believe, or a double elimination. They play, and then winner qualifies to franchising. It's a 6-month journey. It'll keep being repeated and repeated throughout the year. So if you're a casual watcher, you'll understand afterwards.
Nice.
So that's it for us. Lesson here: don't drink hot dog water. It might smell bad, but it tastes almost just as bad. I gotta brush my teeth after this. That was actually disgusting. I still.
You need to brush your teeth anyways.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I brush it every morning and
I
night.
don't believe that.
I will
You
send-
shower once a year too.
That is a lot. You want me to send you a video of me showering now?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm okay.
But yes, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to support the boys and see you guys on next week.
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.